Hello, welcome back. Welcome to my kitchen. Come in, sit down, and let me cook for you. I'm Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. Let's get started. Everybody, welcome back. It is November, and guess what? Hashtag Noodle November 24. Today we're going to be making twisted pasta. Not twisted sister. I'm making twisted pasta. I'm going to be making twisted ravioli. Let's get into this. All right, to start this off, I'm going to be using semola, which is a double milled semolina flour, which is almost like 00 flour. Makes the pasta a little bit more silkier and has a great taste. Okay, into the food processor, I'm going to be adding 1 cup of flour, semola. Like I said, double milled, really soft, really fine. Now, with this is going to go a half teaspoon of salt. Also, a half a cup of water, which I'm going to have it warm. At least a little over 100 degrees. This helps hydrate the flour much easier. I found this to work really well, especially with these 3 ingredients. Like I said, flour, water, and salt. That's it. That's where it's going to go. Now, I'm going to add the water in a little bit at a time. And half the time I don't use all of the water. So just until I see it balls up and spins around by itself, we're good to go. All right, with that said, I'm going to thank the host, Tony from Kettle Kitchen. Thank you for inviting me again. I believe this is year number 3 for me. I think it is. There again, hashtag Noodle November 24. This is Twisted Pasta. Great collaboration. I'm going to leave a link in the description box. Plus, I'm going to post it here that you can see all the other collaborators. Please, if you would, watch them. Leave a nice comment. Try to watch all of them, because if you watch all of them, you can enter in on December 3rd, 2024. Tony's going to be giving a giveaway at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The idea is that you have to leave a nice message on each of our collaborators in order to be eligible to win the prize. I hope I didn't stumble through that too much. Okay, onto the board. I'll throw a little bit more semolina. And I'm going to knead this up a little bit until it doesn't, when I poke it, it doesn't stay in there. It'll bounce back a little bit. And then I'll put some saran wrap on it. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and I'm going to keep this overnight for at least 24 hours. I'm going to wrap this up kind of tight, and like I said, just going to let it rest, relax in the refrigerator overnight, so the next day we can form this into my little raviolis that I'm going to be making, my twisted raviolis. All right. Now, what they're going to look like is I'm going to try to attempt to make them look like candy wrappers. So we'll see how this turns out. Now, here it is. Hashtag Noodle November Twisted Pasta 2024. Now, I'm going to leave here. If you can pause this a little bit. And they are the other collaborators, okay? There's 30 of them. I think there's 32, if I'm not mistaken. But if you would, check them out. Okay. Time to make the filling. We're going to make the filling for my twisted ravioli. So, very simple. Ricotta cheese. Also, I'm going to be using some Parmesan, grated, shredded Parmesan cheese, and some mozzarella cheese that I grated up. Oregano. Now, I use Mexican oregano. If you haven't tried it, you got to try it because it's really good. Basil. That's fresh basil that we dried. And also, I got to put some heat to it. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to give it that great flavor to it. Also, I'm going to be adding in probably 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of parsley also. I'm going to mix this up vigorously, and then we're going to start rolling out the dough. Okay, we're going to combine this well, and then what we'll do is we'll take that and put it into the refrigerator, keep it nice and cold until we're ready to start making the ravioli. Now, I already had the pasta out and let it sit to get a little bit to room temperature. I'm going to flour up my stainless steel table here, and I'm going to start rolling it out. So as you can see, it's going to become nice and thin. It has a great silky feel to it. All right, you know when that dough is just right, when it has that nice feeling to it. So I'm going to roll this out, and then we're going to get to cutting these up into candy wrapper ravioli, twisted ravioli. At this point, my wife Marie started feeling a sharp pain in the side of her body. And I asked her, what do you think it's from? She said, I think it's my ancestors watching you butcher this ravioli. Okay, now we're going to make candy kisses. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to be making, the theme had to have twists. So how else am I going to twist pasta with the ravioli? But there you go. Look at that. I'm going to make candy kisses. Yeah, that's the ticket. Marie still has the sharp pain. Now we're getting into something that I'm very familiar with, the farfalla, Italian bow ties. We'll finish out the rest of the dough with these, and we're going to get cooking. All right, into the saucepan, I'm going to start making the sauce that's going to go along with our twisted pasta today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a garlicky Parmesan pink sauce, okay, with heavy cream, and I'm going to be using today some tomato paste. This I want it to be more creamier and have a cheesier, garlicky taste to it. Also to go along with these twisted raviolis. Now, I just put in some oregano, some parsley, and some basil. And then I'm going to be adding in, you can see right there, the aromas. I just love the smell of garlic, olive oil, and all the essence in there. Ooh. Okay, there it is. 2 tablespoons each of tomato paste. What we do is I don't use a whole can when I do cook with it. I just use a little bit of tomato paste, and the rest Marie takes it and she'll spoon it out, and she'll wrap it, and we put it into the freezer, and this is the way we'll use it. It's a little money saving. There again, I don't use too much of it, so. All right, we're just going to put these together now. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it. Now, you can do anything with that. You can do any kind of like an Asiago or pecorino with it. I stuck with the Parmesan because it is a cow's milk, and I'm going to be using some 40% heavy cream. It's 40% butter cream, or actually butter fat in the cream. So we're going to start putting this together, and we should be plating this pretty soon. Now, I obviously had everything on high heat. Now, once I add the cheese and also the heavy cream to it, I bring it up, get it up to temperature, shut it off. I don't want to scorch it. I don't want it to burn. But you constantly got to stir it. So now with the 4 tablespoons of tomato paste in there, you're going to see right here it's going to be a kind of a deeper red than actually what I want. But I also plan on putting in some more heavy cream to it. Also a little bit more cheese. That's the base right there. That's what you want. Now you want to turn on the stove, bring it up to heat, add in some more heavy cream, bring it to a little bit of a bubble, shut it off. Take it off the stove, keep stirring it until you get that nice creamy texture to it. You don't want it to break, so that's why you keep taking it on and off the stove. Actually tempering is what you're doing. So this is going to be like a little bit of a pink sauce to it. I'm going to add some more cheese, as you see. And that's just about it. I have the water boiling in the pot you see in back there in the stainless steel pot. I have water up just about up to the top. I put it on, let it boil up a little bit. I add salt. Now, no oil. Don't ever put olive oil in there because you know what? Any kind of sauce that you're going to put onto your pasta is not going to stick. So, salted water, bring it up to a boil, and we're going to get ready to start putting in my my twisted ravioli. Very hard to say. All right, the sauce is done. Now this got a great flavor, great tomato taste to it. That is from the concentrated tomato paste. Really good, nice cheesy flavor to it. Not too thick, not too thin. It's going to work out fine. Into my pasta water, I'm going to start adding in my twisted raviolis. Hey, they come out pretty good. You know what? They even tasted better, I got to tell you. So we're going to cook these up first, and then we are going to do the bow ties, the farfalle. And yeah, I mean, you're going to see. This really came out really nice. There again, I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Tony, for inviting me back. Please check out each and every other collaborator. Doing these collaborations, we pour our hearts out into this stuff, and we want to make sure that you sit back and enjoy each and every one of them. And there's some good ideas out there also. So, all right, I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. And you know what? We're going to plate this. Well, there it is. Noodle November 2024 Twisted Pasta. There's my version of Twisted Ravioli. Make it look like candy wrapper, you know, a candy in a wrapper, whatever they were saying. Listen, everybody, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. My name is Tom. I am the Sunday Dinner Chef. Make sure to check out all the other collaborators. And this was hashtag Noodle November 2024 Twisted Pasta. Thanks, everybody. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to check back next Sunday for Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. Take care.